Hello there, Meat Shield McAllisters. Welcome to another quick tips video. On this particular one, I want to talk about using enemies' bodies as shields for you. As far as the enemy types that it works on, primarily you're going to use this on colonists and cosmonauts. Sometimes you might find yourself using it a little bit on ants and spiders, but not too often, because the problem with that is their bodies tend to disappear quicker, and also your weapons tend to destroy them and push them away from you a lot quicker. So you're not going to be able to find that scenario too often. You can use it on drones as well that fall to the ground, because they will not get pushed away, but that's not going to happen too often. So primarily, like I said, cosmonauts and colonists. The reason it's so useful in EDF 5 is because they have added a lot of weapons that allow you to shoot through enemies' bodies, such as all of Ranger's shotguns except for one DLC. These all shoot through enemies. Some of his machine guns do as well this time. He has the G&M brand that shoots through enemies, and he also has a few of these machine guns as well. Also, like this particular one shoots through enemies' bodies, but mainly G&M. And then he also has some snipers, of course, too, but primarily you're going to use this with shotgun. And also, it can be useful with Wing Diver. Say you have a rapier, you can always dash in, kill one of the colonists or cosmonauts, like shoot their leg out, and then go right up next to their body and kill them with the rapier, and then use that body as a cover from the other colonists or cosmonauts that are shooting at you until you either reload and fly away, or reload and then dash to the next guy. Or you could also use a lance that shoots through enemies and just keep shooting the enemies in front of you and using this body as a shield. She does have some lasers that shoot through bodies, but like I said, you're mainly going to use the first column for this as well. Fencer can also use this tactic. He can dash in really quickly with 2 jackhammers, or 1 jackhammer, or a blast hole spear, or whatever, kill the guy in front of him, and then either reload and dash to the next guy, or dash away. Or he can use, like, if he uses a blast hole spear, you can just keep attacking enemies in front of him using that body as a shield, which I'll show here in a moment. His shotguns unfortunately do not shoot through enemies, which is kind of strange, I guess I'd find, but he's already strong enough. He doesn't really need shotguns that shoot through enemies. So Air Raider, you're probably not going to use this too often, because Air Raider is usually not a frontline, it's a person. But hey, if you have an opportunity to use someone, the body on the ground as a shield, you're probably going to take advantage of that. So let's go ahead and cut to a video here, and I'll show you what I do here and how this can be useful to fight a bunch of enemies. Alright, I'm going to use my missile launcher here to pull some of these enemies here on this map. This is the mission that has all the cosmonauts on it, and that's all you fight on this particular mission. I am playing on Inferno, and I have the D110 shotgun. So what you can do is, like, for example, like this, if you have a bunch of these cosmonauts, you can actually use the building as cover until they get closer to you, and then once one gets close to you, you can take out his leg and then kill him, and then his body actually tended to happen to float in the air, but usually they don't. You get behind his body, and then now my shotgun shoots through his body, but they cannot shoot through it. So I can use it as great cover and just finish off these other guys. As you can see, the body stays there quite a long time, so it's not too bad. It allows me to reload and just finish off these guys. Of course, I'll be looking for health here, but ultimately, if you have Ranger and you do this tactic, and you have an opportunity to, it's very good to take a collection ring, because then you don't have to worry about trying to find healing items here and there. But yeah, very, very good this time around. I'm trying to get this guy behind me in the front, so I don't have to worry about a flank from behind. But these guys do tend to use like major roads, so you can actually try and get them in front of you and then use them for cover for the rest of the guys. You actually probably could get away with pulling this whole map and just using various strategies to just try and get in front of them, and then just use the one body the whole time. Like, I do have one guy to the right of me this time, but it's not a huge deal, because I can just watch the mini-map and try and get an opportunity to heal up when I need to, and then just keep using that as like a mobile shield. Their bodies do tend to stay there a long time, but they will eventually disappear, so you have to be careful of that. So if possible, you can always knock down another guy and then head forward to him and use him as like the new stationary point to defend at. A lot of times these guys like to just be a little more strategic, which is pretty cool, but yeah, he's not going to end up too well here on this one. So now I'm going to use his body, now go over on top of this, and then get this other guy behind him. And then I'm going to kill a few more here this way as well. There we go. This shotgun is absolutely amazing, by the way, the D110. I've been finding myself using it a lot more because I kind of like it that it has like, I think 180 meter range, something like that. And the reason I like that is because sometimes with the easy shotgun, the other one, it can be dangerous to pull more enemies because it shoots through enemies. So you might pull more of the map, whereas this one you're pretty safe. And even though it's pretty weak from far away, because there's so many projectiles, it doesn't seem that bad. So now I'm going to use this guy to protect me from these other 4 guys. And keep my eye out for healing. But as you can see, this works very, very well because of them, because of their bodies staying on the ground. Whereas, if you had ants, they're not going to be on the ground this long, so therefore it's not as useful. But I have used that tactic on ants a few times with the collection ring and shotgun, but a little bit more dangerous. Now I'm going to finish off these 2 guys, and then I think this is all I pull. So this is the last. I just wanted to show this particular part of the mission, the beginning part. So yeah, like I said, it's very useful. If you ever get a chance to use this tactic, it's very fun too because the shotgun feels really strong with Ranger this time around, and also, like I said, Wing Diver and Fencer as well. So yeah, works pretty good. So just figured I'd share this with you guys. You can implement it into your strategy. So thanks a lot for watching, and remember, EDF doesn't leave a man behind, ever. And if you'd like to help support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.